Pre-season, it's never easy. How easy do you find it? Well, because you've done more of them going through your career.
Never easy. Never the most enjoyable. Not nice really, but it's needed to get fit for August. Sort of put in the hard yards for certainly the first couple of weeks before the match fitness kind of kicks in, and then the games take over. I think it's six, or well, there's seven in total, I think, but six that the majority will play. Which we had just over 4 weeks off, so it's obviously a lot shortened, but we'd have took that last season for what happened and the way that we got promoted. I think if you can guarantee it's the best way to do it, isn't it? And yeah, we accepted that the time off was going to be shorter, but we kind of were hoping that pre-season might not be as hard. So, but yeah, it's good to be back, good to see the lads, and I think the key word is there's a buzz around the city from speaking to friends, sorting the kits, speaking about the fixtures, about signings, about names mentioned. I get sent most days off mates saying, are we signing this, this player, that player. So there's an excitement, and it's up to us to keep that buzz going.
Knowing that they're not just standard sessions, these double sessions that you do for the first couple of weeks, how do you prepare yourself mentally for that? How do you get up on the morning knowing what's coming?
You get up very sore. Well, I do anyway. We've only, what's today? The fourth day we've been back. I think the first 10 days is very much about like your base fitness, which is obviously different to your match fitness. But getting that in the bank, getting through it, I think the manager's good with us, kind of all the players, and he sort of said, you tell us when you're maybe going to miss half of a day, or along them sort of lines. You tell us, your body. I think this year's my 20th pre-season, so I'm never at like the front of the runs, but I just kind of get through it and try and hang on coattails really.
It feels like there's much more football work these days than perhaps on your first pre-season, where it seems to be running for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's definitely changed over the years. Even the first 10, 14 days when you're in they are hard, and you're going into games probably to the last couple of friendlies, going into it tired, so you're probably not going to be the best version of yourself. It's more about thinking about getting yourself in shape for the long run, and the end goal is the end of the tunnel really is August 5th, when you're out doing the proper stuff, which is then when it really matters. Well, obviously pre-season matters, but when points are at stake, and we're going into a new league, a new challenge, but it's one that I'm sure we'll be ready for.
New league, it's League One, Hunt, so has it sunk in yet?
Yeah, I think it has. I think when the fixtures came out, I think everyone was excited. It's where this club, I think, at least deserves to be. I think obviously we've done the hard yards last year, and deservedly so, I feel, got out of that division. Obviously playing against better players, better teams now. But I think that's what you want as a player, and you sort of want to embrace that and attack it really. I don't think it's anything to be feared. We're going up a league, but at the same time I don't think it's like going from Championship to the Premier League. I think you are playing against better players, but I think we'll be quietly confident that with the pre-season we'll have behind us, with the extra signings that are going to be coming in or are coming in, I think we'll be quietly confident that we'll be maybe a bit unknown for a lot of teams in this, and you could say the same the other way around, but I'm quietly confident, looking at the season and hoping we can get off to a good start. We've been used to winning games, so let's use that momentum going into this season.
You did a lot of press work pre-Wembley, Hunt. You were extremely grounded, I have to say, because even though there was the excitement of that, you kept repeating the message: we can't let this opportunity go, we can't come away from there having lost the game. How important was it for this club to have won that game?
Yeah, well, it's what you remember. The winners get remembered, don't they? And it was history for the football club that they've been put through a lot of maybe not so good times in recent years, and it was good for good for everyone involved with the football club, good for the local. I know the manager always speaks about the local businesses that have helped us along the way. Good for all the school kids that have been here this season, all the new kids that we've got coming to the games. I think that, you know, another brilliant thing is that we've took the trophy round, and it's been brilliant for the young kids and the schools, that, as I said, the local businesses, the people that are involved with the club, to get their hands on that, and hopefully they're the next generation, and hopefully they've enjoyed, even if they didn't come so much, but they came to Wembley and they've got that buzz of coming back. You know, that's going to help us in the long run. And I've seen some of the interviews the manager's done, and he talks about you know, more of those businesses, more people coming through the gates, more support we can have, that helps the club in the long run. So as I said earlier, yeah, it was a fantastic weekend, a day that we won't forget. Yeah, a brilliant memory, but at the same time, I was speaking to the manager at the end of last season when we had our meetings, and he was saying, you know, football, it doesn't stand still. It's constantly evolving, constantly moving, and while we've achieved that, you always want more. You want to do well at the next level. So it's about testing ourselves this season, and making sure we do ourselves and again, like last year, the club proud.
Just on that, I mean, you're one of the loud voices we've heard this last 4 days out on those training sessions that we've had. The standards are being demanded here, aren't they? And that again is important.
Yeah, I think since I set foot in the door, I think you know, the manager demands that. I think he's got, obviously, you know, the relationship he's got with the fans, but I think in the changing room he's got the respect of the players, and we know what to expect. I think he wants to improve every area of the club, which can only be a good thing going forward in the long term. So yeah, we knew that it was going to be tough, and he said before this morning's session that, you know, this week's going to be really hard. You are going to be tired, but you know, get your heads around it, and then the games will start coming, and the training might taper down a bit next week, but they'll be, as you said, there'll be harder football sessions than you know, at the minute we're doing quite a bit of football and running, going from one to the other. But next week, yeah, it'll probably be harder, you know, football fitness in terms of which a lot of the lads enjoy a lot more rather than you know, just the running. But we've got set figures. I'm sure they said that we've got aimed to hit. And a couple of days ago we were well over them, so we didn't do extra runs at the end, and then today I think we were just under, so we had a little top up at the end. So yeah, but it's just about getting through it, and not just for myself, for the lads, because last year we had a lot of players missing for a long time, long periods, key players and players to come off the bench. So there'd be the odd time last year where you'd look at the bench and you know, it'd be looking quite thin. So I think that's important, that as much as possible that we make those, well, I know the physio department, and between them and the staff, that they've been looking at doing different things. So I think it's important that we give ourselves the best chance of being available. Not that those lads didn't before. There's just a few tweaks that you know, the staff have been looking at that can help us hopefully not have as many games, and that would make us stronger. And maybe that last year, don't like to go back to last year because we're now in a different league and we've moved on from that, but maybe that was the difference between making automatic and just falling short by 5 or 6 points. So that could be key in this league. So but yeah, we're not setting targets, we're just, you know, looking forward to the first game, as I said, doing the hard yards in pre-season, and then looking forward to seeing a packed Brunton Park with all those lovely home shirts and away shirts.
Straight on it. What about them? You've modelled them. What did you think of them?
The away, I didn't model the away. I've been sent it plenty by friends, family, or people that I've played with. Really, it seems to have gone viral. I really like the home. It's like a throwback. When Umbro did the photo shoot, the guy from Umbro was saying it was a throwback to, I think, 93, 94. So, and I've just been in the shop again there, just ordering some more for friends, really. And it's amazing how much, you know, I think they've had to put a new order in, which is brilliant to see. As I said earlier, the buzz around the club's brilliant at the moment, and yet we're going into a high league. You know, it's not going to be plain sailing, but I think if we stick together and attack it as best as we can, and as I said earlier, get the players in that we want, that we need. We've still got another 5 weeks till the season, I know, but it's something that we're really looking forward to and going to embrace.
That's part of the buzz. The fans love this bit, waiting to see which players are coming in. What's it like for the players themselves? Do you get that lift when a new face arrives?
Yeah, definitely. I think the manager was saying this morning, don't get frustrated about that. That we are speaking to a lot of players, and I kind of said, it's pretty normal, that League One, League Two, that you come back. And we've probably, I've been at clubs before where you come back and there's single figures, and it's like you're starting again. If you have a good season in League One, you'd then move on to the Championship or a better League One club. So I don't think anyone's thinking like that. I think these things, some can be done quite quick, as they have been with a couple of lads, 3 lads that have came back. Some are a bit more complex, and some parent clubs don't want to let their lads out from they're waiting for their international lads to come back, or they're weighing up the squad, or they want to just simply keep them for a number for pre-season friendlies. When you're playing 2 45 minutes or 60-30s, you need bigger numbers. So some of these things do take time, but I'm confident in the manager Greg, the recruitment team with Jake. I think we'll definitely get the players that we need. It's just sometimes you've got to be more patient than what you would like, but I think the lads are looking forward to seeing those new faces, and I'm sure they'll improve us.